From time to time, I ask my audience what it is that they're struggling with the most. And every single time, they come back with the same answer: confidence. Whether it's confidence to start a business, confidence to go to the next level, confidence to ask for what they need in a relationship, confidence to succeed in a personal goal. It always comes back to confidence. So I thought that I would shoot this quick video and try and tackle what is actually a huge thing in a very short space of time. So confidence, for the purposes of this video, is really, it comes from a deep understanding of yourself, of ourselves. And I'm constantly amazed at how many of us have not had an opportunity to experience a real deep internal look at what's most important to us as an individual, and not part of a family unit or part of an organization or part of some other group. So this is a process that I use with every single one of my clients. If you work with me, then we go through this process regardless of how self-aware you are or not. And I'm going to walk you through it very, very quickly, just to give you an idea of how you can tap into, you know, what's really truly important and unique to you. Because we are just a combination of lots of different experiences, lots of belief systems, lots of values and decisions and memories that we've made that have got us to the point that we are now. And that can be difficult to unravel. So before I walk you through this process, what I would love to, or what I need to tell you and make you aware of before we do it, is that this is just a snapshot in time. And what is most important to you right now may be different to what was most important to you a few years ago. And it may be different to what you find most important in the future. And there are a number of reasons for that. So what I want you to be aware of is to get comfortable with maybe exploring this process regularly. So certainly if you have a big life-changing event, then do it again, but also just check in with it from time to time, because things do evolve, okay? But this is where our confidence, I believe, starts from. And it's about knowing what's most important to you, knowing those key core values that make you who you are, okay? Now, if I was to ask a room full of people what their core values are, they would tell me a whole load of really cool words. They would say things like security and love and compassion and contribution and health and wealth, education, knowledge. They would give me a whole load of different words. But as I work through this process, things will start to become a little bit more granular and distilled, because a lot of those words that come straight off the top of our heads are things that we have been told are important. So we've got a lifetime of being told what we should believe and what we should value. This is about laying all of that aside and actually going to a place where you can understand exactly what's most important to you. So let's get started. I ask my clients first and foremost, what can they not live without? What physical things and people and places could they not live without? Because this is going to give us an insight into what's most important to you. So have a think about that. What's most important to you? What could you not live without that's a physical thing, all right? A thing, a person, or a place. Then the next part is to think about, what does that thing, person, or place give you? What does it do for you? What do you get from it? Okay, maybe it's your favorite place and it gives you peace, or maybe it gives you a sense of adventure, or maybe it gives you a challenge. So now we're starting to look at those values type words, those words that elicit some sort of emotion or feeling and are not a physical thing, all right? So not things like money, Money gives you the ability to do things that you may find are connected to your core values. All right? So first of all, we're looking at what can you not live without. Next, we're looking at, well, what does that thing, person, or place give you? Okay? Now, usually that's where we stop. We've got a list of values, words, and we're like, yeah, okay, these are the things that are most important to me. And in that room full of people, because I do this on a regular basis in a group, you will have, or I will have, a number of people who have the same words. So lots of times you get love, you get health, you get security, you get belonging, all right? So lots of times people will share common values, all right? But the next step in the process is to write your definition for what that word means to you, okay? And now is where things start to get interesting, because I might have 4 or 5 people in a room with the same values word, but I will bet you that their definition of that word is different. So the meaning of the words are actually your vision of that value, okay? And once you've done that, when you're sitting and you're looking at, your values words that came from things that you can't live without, and your definition of those words, then you should be looking at a piece of paper that's staring back at you, and you can look at it and go, yeah, that feels like me. And that is the first step towards cultivating confidence. It's knowing what's most important to you and what that means to you. And from that place, it becomes your guiding light or your moral compass in anything that you want to do going forwards. So from that place, you can look at the goals that you're setting, personal, professional, and say, okay, does that really fit with what's most important to me? So I hope that's been useful. It's a really, when I work with clients through this process, it's far more in depth and we take it much, much deeper and further. But this is the first step towards cultivating more confidence for you. I've been Lorraine Hamilton from Coach School, and I will see you soon.